Welcome back to Inside the Bears. Spice.
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to love this next story.
Why you say that?
Because it involves cookies.
Oh, yes. You had me at cookies. Please tell us more.
That's right. Well, Bears former tight end Dustin Lyman has found sweet success after football. See what I did there?
Okay.
Yes. He's now the CEO of Famous Brands, which means he calls the shots for TCBY yogurt and Mrs. Fields cookies. Tight end Dustin Lyman spent 5 seasons with the Bears. The converted linebacker was selected in the 3rd round of the 2000 draft out of Wake Forest. He was moved to tight end after the Bears drafted another linebacker in the 1st round, Brian Urlacher.
I've known Brian since before we went to the Combine, and that's absolutely why I ended up playing tight end in Chicago. He's an unbelievable athlete, and which was demonstrated while he was on the field. But I know that Chicago had taken a hard look at me, and I know that a lot of other teams had looked at me as a linebacker. And I think that with Brian drafted with the 9th pick in the 1st round, that they still liked a lot of what I brought to the table, but clearly they had that position filled. They did come down to Wake Forest and have me run routes and catch passes, and so it wasn't a complete surprise when they called me on draft day and asked me to play tight end.
Lyman played his entire 5-year career with the Bears, finishing with 37 catches and 3 touchdowns. 2 of those touchdowns came in one game against the Packers.
Playing up in that stadium is very special, and the Bears-Packers rivalry is unbelievable, and so to perform well on that stage is hard to beat. I had 2 touchdowns and 7 catches in that game, and it was really my first opportunity to play a starting role and a key role on the team, and I felt like I really made the most of it, and I'll always look at that and be proud of it.
Dustin retired after the 2004 season. From there, he pursued his MBA at the University of Chicago and landed at Famous Brands in 2013, eventually working his way up to CEO, where he oversees Mrs. Fields cookies and TCBY yogurt.
I just continued to use some of what I've learned when I was playing football, and then a lot of what I learned in my career in business, and just continued to work hard, and the company's been successful, and the people that work in that company are very strong. We talked about, more posters or, getting, different tins for the holidays, and if you're missing anything that you guys need, you can reach out directly to me. It's challenging, especially when you really have to start from square one. When you're transitioning from the NFL, it's hard no matter whether you were the all-pro quarterback that's now retired or you were a special teams player that may have only played for a couple years. Everybody starts really in a whole different mindset, and that can be a real challenge. And so it does take a lot of focus and a lot of self-confidence.
Going from the football field to Mrs. Fields is quite the 180, but it can be just as exciting.
For me, closing a successful deal or seeing other people in the company be successful, to me, that's similar to what I experienced on the field. And day to day, it's not the same kind of rush that you get walking into a stadium full of people, but there are days when it's similar.
Well, how do you like that? You do a story on Mrs. Fields cookies, and here we have Mrs. Fields cookies from the store on Randolph and Wabash. We want to give a big thanks to you guys for sending these over. Did you have any cookies yet, Spice?
No, I haven't had any.
Haven't tried any?
You want to give me one?
Well, sure, you can pick one out.
I haven't even had them.
Yeah.
I'll take one.
Yeah, the frosting on your mouth says otherwise.
I haven't had any.
You enjoy that.
I appreciate you.
Let's take another break.
Pretty good.